What's goody, everybody? I am excited to start off the rebranding of the channel with a premium supplement, a premium pre-workout, 100% that you should pick up or at least try once, because this one is on another level, and it is the NinjaUp. Now, if you saw my previous review, I reviewed the new NinjaUp No Yo, meaning it did not have any alpha yo in it, and I believe it just had a ryagenesis for their main nootropic and other ingredients in there. So no alpha yo on that one. But if you do love alpha yo, then the NinjaUp is the next level up in the Ninja pre-workout order, if you want to call it, for us stim junkies, because I feel like this one fits the criteria, or at least a stim junkie daily. Now, I do want to show you, like always, the label of the tub. Very cool. You get the 3D pop, and then you also have this matte finish gloss at the end and around here, so you can feel all the edges, and it's pretty dope. This one is a new flavor. It's that I got, and it's called the juiced fruit flavor. It's like a juicy fruit flavor, comparing it to the gum. I know back in the day, this gum used to cost like 25 cents for a little pack. I think now it's about a dollar or $1.25. All right, so let's jump into the flavor. So this juicy or juiced fruit flavor is exactly like the juicy fruit gum flavor. The only difference I can actually say is that it tastes a little bit more like a pre-workout, in the sense of you will feel a little bit of the betas around your lips when you're sipping on it, or the other thing that you can taste is a little bit of a chemical taste. Because remember, like when you're chewing this gum, it doesn't give you a like anything of a pre-workout taste, if that makes any sense. But regardless, it's a slamming flavor, and I actually sipped on this one. I didn't have any issues. Didn't It wasn't too sweet. Didn't hurt my teeth or anything like that. So for me, it gets my stamp of approval. And also, I gotta give it up to Ninja Up for their originality when it comes to rebrand, like reflavoring their pre-workouts, and giving it an extra like oomph factor. And it also separates them from other pre-workout companies, because they go back to the original formula and change the name, like the flavoring, and it feels like a brand new experience. I believe they also have like a Skittles flavor, and I think a couple other flavors that are pretty slamming. I know like the creamsicle one is pretty good, because I did their review on their Minos, and that was hands down the best creamsicle flavor I've tasted, especially for an amino or a stacked amino formula that they just came out with. So coming back to this pre-workout, this one, it does claim focus, energy, recovery, and strength. So all in all, guys, we are supposed to get a Stim Junkie package here, or a Stim Junkie daily package, just from looking at this and from my personal experience. So let's dive into supplement facts. And we all, like always, want to start off. Serving size is 1 scoop. It does say 16.58 grams. Now this one is a flat level scoop, and you're like, how can it be a flat level scoop? Well, for me, when I threw it on the scale, it was 17 grams, meaning it was a little bit over, but a flat level scoop going over zero point 0.5, or like you can say zero point 0.4 if you add a 0.2 to it to make it 0.6. So basically, you're only going a little bit above the recommended amount. And honestly, it doesn't hurt to add that little 0.4 to it. And I will show a picture right here. As you see, flat level scoop, you don't got to weigh it out after the first time. And that's something I would like to suggest. Just because I got a flat level scoop doesn't mean you might get it. Remember, it might change by each batch, so double check on that. But for me, it was a flat level scoop, 17 grams. So let's get into the ingredient profile. And we are getting the first ingredient in here is some choline at 700 milligrams. I feel like they added more for added effect for euphoric or a more mood elevation or head buzz more than anything. I've seen it, especially in the new Scary Hours limited edition. That was something cool that they did add to it. And I know the limited edition hybrid also has that as well to like just jack up the intensity of the other nootropics and other stimulants. So let's get into the Ninja Crushing Strength, Power, and Performance Matrix. And this is something that I do like, that Ninja splits everything in sections so you guys can know like what am I getting for pumps, what am I getting for energy, what am I getting for the nootropic hit, what am I getting for absorptions. And I like that. For me, it kind of avoids me like doing a little division and finding out what it is. So the first ingredient that we are getting for the strength and power performance matrix is some L-citrulline malate 2-to-1 ratio at 6,000 milligrams. Now that is a great amount. I feel like you can get decent pumps even at 4,000 milligrams. It's just how much or how hard you're going in the gym. Excuse me for that. Now, the next ingredient we are getting in here is some beta alanine at 3,200 milligrams. That is the recommended amount. And remember, beta alanine blocks that lactic acid buffering, so you can continue to work out and do more reps and more sets of whatever you're working out, whether it's arms, chest, back, legs, shoulders. I know some people kind of work out their neck. So everybody has their own type of workout, but it will help you with your performance in the gym. The next ingredient we are getting in here is some betaine anhydrous at 2,500 milligrams. Now let's move on to the next portion of the label, and it is the Ninja Intense Focus and Anti-Crash Matrix. We are getting some L-tyrosine at 1,000 milligrams. We are getting some chlorine bicitrate at 1,000 milligrams. We are getting some alpha GPC, my favorite focus ingredient, at 600 milligrams. So for sure, you're going to be in the zone, feeling that laser focus. And for me, it takes away any distraction that I might feel like might be distracting me in the gym, whether it's like me looking at my phone or like me looking at other people while they're doing weird exercises or whatever it could be. So it does help me stay focused. Now, the next ingredient in here is some L-theanine at 150 milligrams. Now, the next ingredient that we will be getting in here is some Cognitin Q at 100 milligrams. Now, that is a nootropic and also a nootropic that is very healthy and very clean when it comes to the effects of it. It helps with memory, it helps with focus, and it can be a daily supplement by itself. I always refer back to my Q Brain Food by Supplement Snoop. Pretty amazing product, and that is something that you can take regularly and you will not have any negative side effects. Now, the next ingredient for all of you who love Alpha Yo, we're getting some Alpha Yo Hembind, yielding 90% at 2.5 milligrams. Now, for me, anything above 1.5, I'm going to feel the effects 100%. And at 2.5, you best believe you are going to get the positive effects, the nice head buzz, and also some other properties like, a little bit of the nose drip or more of the fat burning properties that Alpha Yo does have as well. So that's pretty dope. 2.5 milligrams, you best believe you are going to be feeling amazing with this. And if that wasn't enough, we are getting some Huperzine A extract at 100 micrograms. Now that is a low amount, but it's enough to add to the nootropic buzz with the Alpha Yo and with the Cognitive Q. Now let's get into the Ninja Unlimited Energy Matrix. Now we are getting some caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams. Already for me, I'm calling it high stim, 300 and above. You already know I'm moving, in the gym 110%. And if that wasn't enough, we are getting some Infinergy trademark name as decaffeinated malate at 135 milligrams. Now I know that yields about 75% of the 135 milligrams. I'm not really going to do the math, but I know you're at least going to get 100 more milligrams of caffeine. Stacked with the 300, we are getting 400 already, and we're getting something different that not a lot of companies are using, or I think is only for Ninja. They are using a lotus seed extract at 75 milligrams and bitter orange extract at 60 milligrams. Those two ingredients I haven't really seen in a lot of pre-workouts. I believe Panda used it in one pre-workout, but I gotta double check the label because Panda has too many pre's. But I know I've seen it. It could have been in the Panda Skull or some collab that they did. Now let's get into the uh, Ninja absorption and gut health. We are getting some estrogen at 50 milligrams. Now that is the entire label. Now, for sure, this is an all-around pre-workout. It checks all the boxes in the sense that you are getting pumps, you are getting the beta uh, for that sense of urgency and to help you out with the lactic acid buffering. We are getting some nootropics. When it comes out to the energy, we are getting about 400 milligrams of caffeine. So you already know we are going to be moving in the gym. Now let's move on to the experience of the Ninja Up. Now comparing it to the Ninja Up No Yo, the Alpha Yo does take it up to the next level. And I feel like when I took this pre-workout, it hit a little different just because it had the Alpha Yo, and I believe it had a little bit of more caffeine with all the nootropics and all that. So when I first I took this when I went to play basketball with my boys about a couple weeks ago. The first time I tried this out, one of my buddies he tried the Ninja Mode. The other one I tried Ninja Unleashed with my brother because they really like high stem pre workouts, and that is the next one that I will be reviewing because that is a bad ass pre at 600 milligrams of caffeine. So the rest you'll have to wait for that review. So when I took this to play basketball, we played about 2 hours, and that one was an amazing workout session, cardio slash. I feel like you can do a lot because you're working out all your muscle groups while you're playing basketball. You're extending your arms, you're running back and forth, and you are also using, the focus ingredients to make the shot and all that. So I felt like it held me down pretty good, and the way that it hit was pretty awesome as well. So I took this about 15 minutes before I started playing basketball, and I took this with 16 ounces of water, and it wasn't sweet at all. So kudos to Ninja Up for making such a great pre, and it tasted so good. I was just sipping on it while I was, stretching and warming up before the game, so I wouldn't put a muscle or get a cramp in between. And I did drink this on an empty stomach, like I always do with all my other pre workouts. So it could have hit me a little harder, but regardless, it held me down throughout the whole basketball workout session. So when you're heading into the 25-minute time frame, you are going to start feeling the betas. They are pretty strong, well sourced, and they do stick around for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then they take a little bit of a back seat because that's when the nootropics start kicking in. And around the 35 to 40 minutes, you are starting to feel more energized, and your pupils will start feeling more open, like your eyes will open up, and you will start feeling better, and you will start feeling like you can excel and push yourself a little bit more and more and more. So the Ninja Up ended up building for another 15 minutes. So when it hit like an hour, that was the peak of the Ninja Up. And this one actually surprised me because after it hit the 1 hour mark, that's where like it stayed, and it didn't dwindle down. Even if I was playing as hard as I could, running back and forth around the court, and also, it didn't get my heart rate up at all. and it stood around for I think about another hour with the same effect at its peak, and then it started going down. But honestly, I felt like I could continue to play for another hour, but after 2 hours, I literally just called it a day, just because I knew the next day my body was gonna be sore for sure, and my legs, like more my legs than anything. Um, so the second time I did try this one, I did try it out for the gym and just did light cardio, 20 minutes, 10 on the bike, 10 on the treadmill. And then it was around the same time. Beta came in, 3 4 minutes, around that 30-minute time frame. You start feeling that nootropic hit, a nice, well rounded head buzz. It wasn't like too much or too little. Even though I was outside and now I was indoors in a cooler environment. Um, Also, it didn't make me crash or feel a little different when I was playing basketball. And also after I finished working out in the gym. So around that 30-minute time frame while I was in the gym, did feel that energy again come in. And around that 40-minute time frame, I did feel it building a little bit more. But the difference was when I started hitting the weights, I did see more of a nice swole pump, a little bit of the vascularity, but not too much. It was more of your your arms will be popping, or if you're doing chest, you will feel the upper part pop out a little bit more. Legs or whatever you are going to hit, whatever muscle group you're going to hit, they will be popping. I did send out a sample to somebody who follows me on Instagram. Is part of our fitness community. He is from PA. He does I think it's called PA Fitness. Um, so I wanted to give him a quick shout out because he did hit me back up and said this was an amazing pre-workout and amazing workout session he had, and I believe he stacked it with Bloodbath to get some additional pumps. All in all, whether you're playing outdoors in a physical a basketball game for 2 hours or you're indoors doing cardio and some weights, you will get all the benefits and you will be feeling excellent, and you will not feel like it will drop you to the floor. It will hold you down. You will be able to complete any task you have left to do for the day. So all in all, guys, I feel like NinjaUp did a great job with this NinjaUp pre-workout, and the Alpha Yo, man, is pretty strong in here and adds a great effect comparing it to the NinjaUp No Yo. So for me, if I had to pick one or the other, I would pick this one just because of the Alpha Yo in here. But not knocking the Ninja No Yo, is just depending on how you want to feel for that workout session, is depending on which one you would go to. But like I said earlier, this is the level up from the Ninja No Yo. The other one I feel like it's more of a daily use for entry level or somebody who's moderate. But this is for daily stim junkie, pre-workout enthusiasts, or people who just want to feel or tap into that stim junkie realm throughout the week, but without having to worry about any other illicit ingredients. So with that, guys, this is my full review of the NinjaUp with the new juiced fruit flavor, and you guys can pick this one up at NinjaUp.com. I don't have a discount code with them yet. Something happened and it got erased, but you can still pick this one up at NutriCartel.com and use my discount code WFS to knock 15% off your entire order. Channel. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next review.